Yo, what is up everybody? I'm Cypher and welcome to a Game Battles tips and tricks video. The whole focus of this video is going to be me giving my personal advice off of my experiences on the website and just giving tips and tricks to people who either have not heard of Game Battles and are wanting to get into it, or people who have been playing Game Battles and just need some help, need some tips for themselves to prove themselves on the website. Now this is probably going to be a two-part video because I have a lot of things to talk about. I have a lot of advice to give people because I have been playing this on this website for 4 years in my spare time. Now, it is a very competitive website. There's a lot of people wanting the same thing, which is to get known, and I'm just going to be giving some advice to people who are wanting to do that. Now, the gameplay is a Game Battles match on Aftermath. We are last map, and this against a 5-0 team. It was a pretty close match, like you'll see. But anyway, if you haven't heard of the website, Game Battles is a website where you can go on it and play any game you'd like. Most of it is Call of Duty, but you can play Halo, Counter-Strike, all those games, etc. competitively. Now, it's a lot different than public matches. I'm sure everybody who plays that knows. And yeah, so the first thing that I'm sure everybody has to do to prove themselves on the website is, show people you're good. Now, the easiest way to do it, and the way I did it way back when I started, was I went on the forums and I posted on the free agent section. Now, if you post your gamer tag saying you need a team, you will get a team invite. There's also people that post, for tryouts, or people that post, me and somebody need 2 or 3 for Team Ladder to run now, add blah 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 on Xbox. And you do that, and I guarantee you'll have a team quickly, and then you can just get used to how Game Battles is. And I mean, obviously, like everything else, practice makes perfect. You have to keep playing and working at it, because you're not going to be good at the game competitively automatically, because there's a lot of people that play it, and there's a lot of people that waste a lot of time playing it and getting better. Now, when you're doing that and playing with people that you met off the forums, it is important to make friends. And what I mean by that is, find a good group of people that you like playing with. Maybe they're not the greatest, but that you like playing with, and just start making teams together. And eventually from that, you'll not be relying on the forums all the time to find teams, because you'll have a nice friend base to make teams with. Now, I strongly recommend doing this because forum teams tend to not last a long time, and you need to find a solid group of people that will stick together. You have to choose a leader that, as nerdy as this might sound, you have to choose a leader that knows how to lead a team, that won't disband after one loss, and that'll control the members during the matches, like, calm them or whatever, soothe them, as nerdy as that sounds, but, just keep them chill during a match, because the last thing you want is your whole team bickering at each other, saying, no, it wasn't my fault, it was his fault, you suck, you suck. You can't do that, because you're not going to get anywhere. You need to have a good team that'll get along with each other and, encourage each other, because the last thing you want is, if you're doing bad, somebody saying, wow, dude, you fucking suck, or step it up, dumbass, you're dropping a donut, or something stupid like that. You have to stay positive during Game Battles matches, because mental focus in Call of Duty is huge. Now, I know this sounds really nerdy, but if you're thinking in your head, oh fuck, we're playing a 10-0 team, we're gonna lose, you're probably gonna lose. Sure, you're the underdogs, but everybody has a chance to win in Call of Duty. And I honestly think it all depends on your setups, which is what else I'm going to be talking about. As a team, you have to have setups, but if you stay positive during matches, and you don't get down after you get bullshitted, because I know Call of Duty is inconsistent. Every game online is inconsistent, and you'll see that, you'll either get bullshitted, but you have to stay cool. You cannot, just flip out and rage at your teammate, and that's where a leader thing comes in. If the leader is very negative during the match, it rubs off on the teammates. Now, a good leader, a perfect leader, is, the one that encourages teammates after a good play, tells the team where to go without, being an asshole about it, just plays to everybody's strengths. Now, that's how you have a good team. And, you can't disband after one loss. You have to keep working at it. If you keep disbanding after one loss, you're really not going to get anywhere. And usually when a leader keeps doing that, the other people on the team are going to want to leave it, because, if you're playing in matches and you go 3-0 and then you lose and you're 3-1 and you just stop for the night, that's not a way to get chemistry. And chemistry on this game with your team is very important, because if you do want to eventually start running tournaments, you need to have a good team, because if you have a team of, let's say it's a 4v4 and you have 3 other pickups, you're not going to do good. So basically, just a brief, of what I said is, you have to prove yourself, you have to make friends, you know, make teams with your friends. Don't always rely on the forums eventually. Get chemistry, choose a good leader. But all of this takes time. It's not going to be automatic. You're not going to be Fizzerp automatically, and he has a solid team himself. And you just have to, just work together, prove yourself on the ladder. You will lose matches. You're not going to go 100-0, and you just have to deal with losses, and you have to overcome that as a team and just move on. Now, a big thing for me, and I'm gonna talk about this for a bit, is you want to avoid having a rager on your team. And what I'm saying about this is, some guy will be like, "What the fuck, dude? You suck!" Like a guy like that who just screams after everything. If you're losing or whatever, get rid of the ragers. You don't want to play with ragers. You want to keep calm in matches. I've had a lot of experiences with ragers. I mean, I'm going to be honest, sometimes I rage myself, but not at the point where, I'm screaming at somebody for doing something stupid. Like, maybe I would, but, you have to avoid having that on your team because, let's say you're doing bad, and like I said earlier, if you're doing bad and somebody is telling you, you suck and shit like that, it's really hard to step it up after that because you're just getting nervous that you're going to be yelled at, and there's other people that might not take being yelled at, might leave the game, or might mute him, and communication is key in a match, and you don't want to have somebody, having somebody muted because, it's just not going to work well for you because you need to, you need to be able to hear everybody because communication is strong. It's key in a game battles match. Now, eventually, once you have this all down, if you really, really want to try to get better, and I think one of the only ways to get better on the website is you have to enter tournaments. Now, if you're scared of playing people that are really, really good at the game, there are amateur tournaments on the website that you can work for and stuff like that. I have a lot of other things to say. I just wanted to see how you guys would think about this video. If you want to have more advice about game battles, some more tips and tricks, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. If you want to see more of this, let me know. And my name is Cypher. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.
Good job, squad.